Hi everyone, I'm Bethan. I'm a third year natural sciences student. Unfortunately, we can't meet in person. However, I hope that this presentation, which was recorded at our recent offer holders event, is useful. I'll talk about my experiences of being on a placement year degree and also being a natural sciences student.
Hi everyone, as Chris said, I'm Bethan and I'm here today to talk about my student experience in natural sciences. I'm aware this is a bit of a different format to the usual talks, and I'm not going to put my camera on at this point, just because of bandwidth issues, which I'm sure we're all aware of by this point. But I'll do my best to keep it engaging nonetheless. So at Lancaster, I'm on the Natural Sciences BSc with placement year, and I'm currently on my placement year with the Environment Agency as a technical assistant. So I'm coming back in October to complete my final year. So I went with natural sciences because I didn't want to choose only one subject at university, and I couldn't really make up my mind as to what I wanted to do. And I also couldn't actually find a university that had the same type of course that Lancaster did. So in my first year, I studied maths, mechanical engineering, and physical geography, which I physically couldn't find anywhere else. And I actually originally put down engineering because I wanted to study an applied science, and it's actually since become my main subject. And I'm probably going to try and do a master's within it as well. And I also finally thought that it would give me more time to decide on the field that I wanted to go into. So it's really allowed me to find the crossover between my subjects, which is for me somewhere in the fluid mechanics region. So this has kind of helped with hydrology from physical geography, and then obviously fluid dynamics from mechanical engineering. Can I go on to the next slide, please? Thank you. So my top tips for natural sciences, first of all, would just be to organise your time. So in natural sciences, you'll probably sit between 2 or 3 departments. However, all modules clearly lay out when their deadlines are going to be during the term. So it's actually very easy to plan out your workload in advance. And for me, natural sciences, although you kind of have to be organised, this has really improved my time management. So for work at the minute, I'm doing 3 different projects within 3 different areas of the Environment Agency completely. And obviously kind of the skills that I picked up within natural sciences has really helped me to manage my time there. And then also just kind of be proactive. So it's good to really plan ahead and think about what you might want to do in your future pathways. So you can take extra modules, you can kind of audit them. And natural sciences obviously offers a lot of flexibility. So you can just kind of take extra modules you might find interesting. And then I'm sure after COVID, everyone will be itching to kind of just get out and do as much as possible. So I would really recommend just joining in with any activities that you can. So if you get involved as an academic representative, that's a great way to get to know people across all of the different years of the natural sciences. Yeah, if you could go on to the next slide, please. Thank you. So I'll talk a bit about placement years now. Effectively, it does what it says on the tin. So a placement year or a year in industry is a year out of your studies in the workplace. And it just basically gives you more experience and knowledge before applying for jobs after your degree. The first things first is that you just turn up for talks about the careers that the careers team will provide for the placement years. And that's before you even need to make a decision as to whether you want to do one or not. And then if you did decide to do one, there's a lot of support in place. So you'll be put onto an extra module, which will kind of run you through extra LinkedIn help, maybe help with psychometric tests, and far more support in actually finding your placement. Careers fairs are also run kind of throughout the years, and employers and current placement students come along and run stalls. Hopefully that'll be in person by the time that it comes around to you guys. And support is also given throughout the placement year. So I've spoken with Nikki from the placements team since starting, and we've met with my line manager as well to review my work. It's worth noting actually, so I'm not sure obviously if many of you have heard about placement years before, but my first 2 offers came from companies that didn't actually have a placement year scheme in place. I just emailed them because I thought they looked interesting and asked if they'd be willing to take on a placement student. So there's quite a lot of flexibility as to where you can go. And it also just gives you a chance, you earn basically the same amount of money that you would on a grad scheme. So it's a nice opportunity to take out from your degree to earn a bit of money for the future. Can we go on to the last slide, please? Thank you. So I started working for the Environment Agency in August, and I'm on a 12-month contract. And I sit in the Southwest Coastal team. So this means that I get to help out on kind of some of the models of coastal flooding and quality assuring data. I've also been able to work with the mechanical engineering department in the Environment Agency. So A project that I've been working on recently is setting up a new webcam and telemetry equipment on a nearby river so that we can monitor the levels and see if it'll overtop at any point. And then within my team itself, I've been doing some quality assurance of data and looking at different tidal gauges. So there's a lot of flexibility and variability between the projects that I've been able to work on. And I would say that natural sciences has really helped with this because obviously my time management skills are further improving alongside those developed in natural sciences. And the one good thing about doing a placement year is that I am more likely to be invited back to work with them afterwards. Yeah, and I'm hoping to kind of carry forward the solid block of 5 working days with the weekends and evenings free next year as well. Yeah, okay, so we've gone to the last slide. Thank you. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll be looking at the Teams chat as well, so feel free to put it in there as well. And thank you for listening.
So I hope that was useful, and if you have any questions, just email naturalsci@lancaster.ac.uk and I'll be happy to help out. I hope that the rest of this year goes well for you, and I look forward to seeing some of you around campus next year. Thank you for watching.